Hi. So this is Lauren, or you probably call me Laur. I'm the Mun of Wine and Cynicism, but I also am the Mun of a Golden Antinius and Scarlet Opinions. This fucking cat, I swear to God. No, Cassie, no. Um, I'm doing this video outside because there are too many people in my house, and, apparently the cat is deciding that he needs to help me. Anyway, I have some questions that I got from people, so I'm going to answer them as best I can. Alright, so bear with me a moment. Okay. Okay, so my first question that I got was, why did I pick R as my muse? That's actually an interesting story, because I actually started role-playing in Les Mis as Enjolras, somewhere else. But then I joined a group, and my audition for Enjolras lost by 1 point to somebody else. So then Grantaire was open, so I decided to give him a try. And I really, really liked him a lot. I just, like, with me playing characters, it's a lot about finding that character's voice, and his voice was pretty easy to find, actually. And he's my sweet baboo, okay? I just love him a lot. So that's why I play him, because I love him a lot, and everybody should love him a lot, because he's Grantaire. Okay, my second question. What's my favorite verse to play R in? That's really hard, because it's like choosing between, and I mean, I like playing him everywhere. I mean, it alters a little as to what verse I'm playing him in, but the core of who he is and what makes him fun for me to play doesn't really shift very much. I really enjoy playing him in Vietnam verse, because drama and plot and war in the 60s, so that's fun. But I also like playing him modern too, or tattoo verse. I can't really decide one or the other, but I guess maybe Vietnam verse, because I like to torture him. I'm really mean, actually. Okay, so I have more questions. Hold on. Okay. What's my favorite flower? Okay. By appearances, I really like black magic roses. They're like really dark red roses. I also really like columbines or bleeding hearts. They have petals and they look like a little heart, but with a little like drop at the bottom. They're really pretty. They're like pinkish, reddish colored. By scent, I really like lilacs, lavender, and honeysuckle. So, 2 answers for the price of 1. Yay! Okay. First book I read. I've been reading for a really long time, so it's really hard to remember, like, what my first book might have been. I will say that when I was a kid, I really liked Dr. Seuss, and I really liked the Lorax, even though it kind of makes me a little sad, because environment, and I care about the environment. My role model. This might be cheesy or weird, but actually my grandmother and my mother informed a lot of who I am and who I want to be, the qualities that I want to express. So I guess they would be my role models. What did I want to be as a child, and what do I want to be now? Okay. It hasn't really changed very much. I have wanted to be an actress for a really long time. It's the first thing I can ever remember wanting to be, is just in front of a camera on stage, just entertaining people. And I really find a lot of escape in it. I guess that's it's kind of actually why I started RPing in the first place, was because it was like an acting exercise but with words, and it was about getting into another character's head and getting out of my own head, because I mean, my life's kind of boring. Yeah, so I've always wanted to be an actress. I guess maybe it's evolved a little over time, because it's not exactly an easy thing to be, or it's not really an easy thing to want to be, because it really opens you up for all this rejection. And I mean, who likes rejection? Nobody I know, actually. So I also really like writing. I like telling stories that way too. But I don't really know what I want to be. I want to be happy. It doesn't really matter what I'm doing for money. I just want to be happy. Simple, but not very easy to achieve. Have you ever been drunk? If so, when was the first time you got drunk? Explain your experience. No, I actually have never been drunk. I'm not kidding. I'm 26. I'm 26, and I've never been drunk. I have, imbibed alcohol. I just don't get drunk. I don't want to be like a buzzkill, but my dad's like an alcoholic, and I don't know, it just never appealed to me because of that. I'm pretty sure that I don't really have an addictive personality in things that I do, so it's not that I'm worried that I would be an alcoholic too. It's just that I know I have the capacity to be a bitch sometimes, and sorry, that was my phone. I have the capacity to be a bitch sometimes, and it's not like something I enjoy being. I don't like being mean to people, really. So, I mean, I just don't want to take the chance that I'm a mean drunk like he is. So, and I mean, even when I have drank in alcohol, I don't really, I mean, I feel the effects, I just don't feel any sort of fun effects. I just get sweaty, like really sweaty, gross, ick. Ugh. We once hang out with the sweaty girl. Not me. I get sweaty and I get really tired. So, I mean, if you want me to, sleep on your couch and, sweat on your cushions and stuff, then I'm the kind of person you want to invite to a party and get drunk. And it's actually funny, because I'm playing Grantaire, one of the biggest drunkards, and I've never been drunk. So, fun factoid. Why did I decide to make Grantaire? Is he your first RP blog? If not, when did you start RPing? I decided actually to make my Grantaire blog because after I was on that group, it started getting a little dull. Kind of the activity died down, and I wanted to keep playing him. And a friend of mine, who I will mention later in the video, and who will get a tag in this video, said, why don't you make an indie RP blog for Grantaire? And that's how that happened. But, yes, he's my first RP blog, and others evolved after him, but he's not my first time RPing. I've been RPing since I was about 13 to 14 years old, and now I'm 26, so I'm not new to this game. Yeah, I mean, he was just like my introduction to Tumblr RPing, really, and specifically like indie Tumblr RPing, which I never really thought of before, and then I was introduced to this whole world, and I was like, what is this? Magic, dark magic, witchcraft. Okay. What's my favorite food? Well, as you can tell, I'm not exactly a skinny person. I don't actually eat that much, considering how big I am, but I do really like food. I am a Taurus in the full sense of the words, as in I am a hedonist. I really like good things. I like good food and like good company and good drink but my favorite, it's really hard to say because I really like a lot of different kinds of food because my mother would not let me not try something. So even if I didn't like something, she pretty much made sure that I tried it to make sure that I didn't like it. I really like fish and chips, which is very British of me, with like malt vinegar. Oh, it's so good. I really like cheese, things with cheese, like macaroni and cheese. It's really good. And I really like, I don't even like, apparently, like, Mexican food isn't actually real Mexican food, like the typical burritos we know. But I really like those typical burritos and stuff. Even though they have the wrong kind of cheese and stuff, and I don't care, they're really delicious. What about your favorite dessert? I have a really big soft spot for ice cream. I love ice cream. I'm also actually starting to really like frozen yogurt too, because it's kind of tangy and cold. I also really like to bake. I think I might actually like the act of baking more than I like the act of eating what I bake. Though, I mean, what I bake is good, but yeah. What's your deepest fear? Caspian, shut up. You're being annoying. I don't know. I guess I'm just really afraid of, like, failing at things. So, like, I don't put myself out there as much as I maybe should. I don't really like to open myself up for that kind of just, like, rejection and bad stuffs. I guess that is my deepest fear, is failure. Okay. I have more questions too. But these ones are on my phone. And these ones are hard and thoughtful. And, well, they've all been thoughtful, but these ones specifically. Okay. What's my favorite Disney movie? Oh my god, that's the hardest question in the universe. Like, I really like Disney. I like Disney a lot. When I was a kid, my favorite Disney movie was definitely Sleeping Beauty. And I really liked, everything about that. The dragon and, like, what is this? I don't know. Like, when I was 3, I would just, like, watch it and then rewind it and watch it again. I like all Disney movies. There's pretty much not one that I don't like. I guess for animation, my favorite is probably Mm, I've really liked Tangled since it came out, so I like to watch that a lot. I also really like Little Mermaid and Aladdin. So I guess those are my favorite animated ones. And favorite live action Disney movie is definitely Pirates of the Caribbean because I adore Captain Jack Sparrow. You do not understand. Um, yeah, it's bad. So yes, that's my favorite Disney movie. What does Grantaire do when he's sick? When Grantaire is sick, he doesn't really do anything actually. Um, he just lies around like a slug and whines at people to be like, "Help me! I don't want to get up." Yeah, he's kind of a whiny baby. Like when he's sick, he just wants somebody to like love on him and take care of him, which isn't really that different from when he's just being his regular self. um, what are my slash Grantaire's favorite artists? Um, I think that means like art, like traditional art, like multimedia art. I hope it is, and I hope you don't mean like music artists or something, because then I'm going to answer this question wrong. I really like French Impressionists, like Monet and Cezanne and people like that. I really just like Impressionism as a general movement. I just really enjoy the colors and the movement and how everything sort of comes together, even though it's really just it's like this soft world. Like there's no like hard edges on things. Everything's just really soft, but you can still tell what is being painted. And there's a lot of attention to colors and colors of the world. I really like that. I feel like a more modern Grantaire would really like Impressionism. It kind of doesn't really become a thing until after he's dead in the original canon. So I imagine that he would kind of have that sort of view of the world. I think maybe partially because he is drunk so often. But I mean, part of my reasoning behind why he gets drunk in the first place and why he enjoys that is to make the world softer, less sharp and dark, and just really there in his face and just overwhelming and hurtful. So I think he would like art that kind of views the world through a lens of soft edges and fluid motion and bright colors. My favorite artist, period, end of sentence, is okay. This is really like totally, cliche, but I really like Van Gogh. I just really like how he turned, his pain, a lot of personal pain and illness and darkness in the world, and turned it into something really, really beautiful. Starry Night's probably one of my favorite paintings. I just love it and everything he's painted, really. What's on your Grantaire playlist? I just have a lot of songs that I just listen to. I can't actually listen to music when I write because I'm the kind of person who just wants to sing. So when I know the song, I will tend to sing along with it, and that's really distracting when I'm trying to like think and like write. I do, however, have songs that I put on just to be in a general mood for something. I mean, not all of them are really character specific, but there are songs that generally make me think of Grantaire. And some of them are okay. Hallelujah. Generally the Rufus Wainwright version, but I like to listen to the George Blagden version now too because it's just really beautiful and sad, and like, George Blagden, can you fucking not? Ruining my goddamn life. Okay, so there's that. I really like Samson by Regina Spektor for that same purpose. It's kind of a general mood piece. What else? I listen to a lot of musicals. Like, a lot. A lot of musicals. So, I generally listen to, like, sad songs from musicals when I need a sort of, to get in that mindset if I don't have it already. This is a really lame answer. I'm really sorry that I'm not better at this. Okay. Who's my favorite entourage? Really? Is this a question? Nah. I mean, surely from listening to me ramble for the past however many minutes, you've realized that I'm indecisive as shit. So, picking favorites is hard. Really hard. So I'm just going to list a couple that I really enjoy, and hopefully no feelings will be hurt by me proclaiming a favorite in my heart, because I love you all, and everybody has a different interpretation, and I've seen a lot of really good different interpretations. So yeah, I really like Summertime Bonaparte, even though I think they're on like a hiatus type thing. She was one of the first entourages that I roleplayed with, so there's kind of like a sentimental thing there. But she's really good with him, and I enjoy it. Who else? The Barricade needs a Mies because, for reasons. Because Henry is really wonderful, and he's a slightly softer interpretation of Enjolras, but I like a little more softness in him because, I mean, he's the marble lover of liberty in the book, and he's really hard, and like, he's a hard person. And, like, there's just a lot of shell with Enjolras, I think. Who else do I like? Simply Les Mis deserves a shout out because she's awesome, and I love her posts. Charming but Terrible is really good too, and a really different take on Enjolras, but one that I really enjoy. I also really like Chief, Guide, and Center. I really like, I mean, I haven't really done as much with them as Couvrac or Compere, but I really enjoy their posts for Enjolras. So that's general Enjolras lineup. I've probably forgotten somebody, and please don't be hurt. I'm really bad at remembering things, and also it's really hard to pick favorites. Don't make me do it. Okay, and I have one more question, and then I have a shout out to give specifically for somebody because reason. Okay, what does R sing when he's sad? Sad songs. Like, sad songs. Yeah, how do I even put that even better? Like, I don't know. modern Grantaire really enjoys pop music. I think it kind of started as a way that he could play music and it would really make Andras upset. And he could get that little vein in his forehead to, like, throb a little, because as much as he loves him, he is at heart, Grantaire is a troll. And sometimes he just likes the attention of trolling on Andras. I'm not going to tell him how to express his emotions, because he probably wouldn't listen to me anyway. But I actually think he would sing pop songs when he was upset. At least talking in, like, a modern type sense. So definitely pop songs. A lot of Pink. I just imagine he would really like Pink. And he would probably start liking, like, Kesha and Lady Gaga, too. And just... I'm Grantaire. For other things... imagine he'd really like Ed Sheeran songs, because they're sad and acoustically guitar. Yeah. He would have sort of a pop rock kind of sound when he was sad. Depending on if he was, like, moping about being sad and he just wanted to just wallow in it, or if he actually didn't want to be feeling anything, in which case he would be drunk and playing party music, because that fixes everything. At least when you're Grantaire, it does. Okay, and then one more thing before I go and stop bothering you, even though this is a really long video. Oh my god. Nobody's gonna listen to this, but that's okay. Okay. My friend, the friend that I mentioned before, who talked me into making this Grantaire blog, she is the Midnight Hour, and she has a lot of OCs in one blog, multi-character blog. She's lovely, and we met on a Glee RP board, and she was playing Kurt, and then I played her boyfriend, and she's wonderful. She's one of my favorite persons ever, and her name is Brie, and she's lovely, and sometimes I call her Jesus Christ, for reasons that aren't really clear to either of us. She's lovely, and just the kind of bitch that I just really love. Like, sometimes you just need to be a bitch in this world, because, but yeah, she wanted to shout out about how wonderful she is, and how she's changed my life, and she has, because she's wonderful, and she's definitely changed my life because, she got me involved in all this psychosis. I've fallen into a pit of internet psychosis, and that's what my life is. So yes, this is her heartfelt speech. Brie, I love you from the bottom of my tits. But that's okay, because I have a lot of tit, so there's a lot of love in these tits. Or something. I don't even know. Okay? I love everybody. If you actually watched all of this, I'm impressed. Impressed and a little frightened. I hope you have something like better to do with your life after this, because I'm really boring. But yes, thank you for listening, and thank you all for following me. I can't even explain what I feel every time that little counter goes up and I'm like, somebody likes me. Yeah, I'm just gonna stop being awkward in front of my webcam now. Bye.